Howdy, my fellow monkeys. I'm back with some more Castle Me Crashers. No potions this time. So I can level any stats that I want that includes defense. I just cannot use potions. I am using the Industrial Knight, mostly because I have never used him before and wanted to see how good he was. I knew his magic was good, I just did not know it was broken. Otherwise, I probably would have chose a different character to play. But if you like me, you like this run, you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. It helps immensely. And let's get to the run. My first thought was I probably don't want any strength because I kind of want to be over leveled for this. Because naturally leveling up gives you more everything, really, more health and more defense, more attack. So I was already thinking I'm not putting any points into strength. There's really no reason to, and I want to be over leveled. So now I'm thinking, I mean, obviously I'm gonna want defense, so I need to dump points into defense right away. But I'm really kind of deciding here: do I want to use magic or archery? Because both are good. But that's kind of the pacing, I think. I'm like, do I want archery or magic? And I'm like, well, I'm using the industrial light. I kind of want to see how his magic is, because I haven't used it before. Then I come to the castle, kind of witness my first potion that I cannot buy, and walk right past it. I come to the animal orb store, and I'm like, this guy increases my defense. I'm gonna want him. And I come to the barbarian, now with like +9 defense, because his starting weapon gives me +6 defense and crits. It's a level 20 weapon that I get at level 1, so gladly I'll take it. And we come to the barbarian, and I just wail on him. I have so much defense that I can just stand in his face and not block, but it's faster to block, so I'm blocking and smacking heavy attacks. I'm just wailing on him. And really, to clarify the run, the only way I can get health is through leveling up, and I'm going to allow like fruits and vegetables because honestly, because I picked it up by accident, it'd be a little fucked up if I like ruin the run because I accidentally killed someone and picked up their food. So they're allowed. Then I throw my points straight into defense because I'm worried about not being tanky enough to survive. And then I make my way through the forest. I wail on the bush guy, continue on my way, and honestly, here I'm killing him fast too. Then I make my way to the bird, take my nice shower, so I'm nice and clean, so I can what am I talking about? I'm getting shit on. I make my way to the catfish, who I kind of want to use as an XP farm, so I can get a bulk of XP. So I'm just wailing on him. I almost get 1 level out of it, so it's not too bad. And plus, I'm already almost level 10, which is pretty crazy. I'm getting a little... I'm slowly getting over leveled, because I'm not putting my points into strength. I then dump some points into magic, and the rest into defense. I continue through the flower fields, murdering some bees, following the king as he's just randomly stuck, doing some moonwalking. Then I make my way to the castle, and now enemies are starting to get a little tanky, but I'm juggling, so more XP for me. And I'm already level 13, which is almost the level I was at the last of my strength only run. And I beat the shit out of Conehead. His little buddy comes in through the toilet, slams the door. And now I'm thinking, what's the next weapon I want? The Unicorn Horn? +6 magic? Yeah, I'm going to use that. Because by now, I'm just dumping points into magic. Because I'm kind of slowly realizing, holy shit, buzzsaws are good. So I'm just going through buzzsawing people, making my way to the boss, and here is when I realize just how good buzzsaws are. It is ridiculous. Like, they stay out longer than they totally should. And you stack multiple together, and they're just cutting through the health. It is really ridiculous. So Cyclops goes down in seconds. It is wild. And I get my kiss, and I move on to the Lava Lands, which is a little scary, as you can tell. I'm nowhere near my level up, and my health is very low. So I'm like, ah, shit, what am I gonna do? I was really starting to shit my pants. But I make it past it to the next part of Lava Lands, which ends up being the boss, who just gets shredded. I just stay back on the ledge and just cast buzzsaws at him, and he can't do much because his sock puppet can't hit me. Little guy kind of runs up to me, but it doesn't matter. He's getting buzzsawed. Boss is getting buzzsaws. I'm buzzing everything. I am the Buzzmancer. And then I grab myself the steering wheel and make it onto the industrial castle, which I kind of thought would be a little bit of roadblock because their damage kind of goes up immensely and there's a lot of enemies. But buzzsaws are good. Like I'm buzzsawing them. I can just juggle them if needed. If I'm close to my level up, I'll just juggle them to get the level up, and it goes down pretty easily. Then I get to the boss, who just gets shredded. Bosses in this run are just a joke. The bosses are not the problem. Usually it's just the level and me cutting it a little close in terms of health to hopefully get my level up to get my health back. But I buzzsaw everything down. A couple casts of my buzzsaws and the pillars are down. And then I shred through the center. And I buzzsaw him off the roof, grab my telescope, and make my way onto the desert. And I kind of thought this would be kind of hard with only one person. And I also thought they patched being able to cast spells to the other side, but they didn't, I guess, not for the buzzsaws. So I just buzzsawed the shit out of him and hit that ball as far back as I could. And I hit it pretty far back, and by then it was just over. And then I just keep maxing out magic, because I want that more damage. And now it's on to the corn boss. I'm going to cut that corn off that cob, and that is what I do. It just shreds. He does get immunity frames for a little bit, but the buzzsaws just sit there until he becomes unimmune and just shred through the health. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. And by now I'm level 21, which is great. I got a bunch of defense, a bunch of damage. I really can't die now, in terms of bosses at least. Some of the levels are a little sketchy still. Then we got Medusa, who... It's a boss. What do you expect? It's gonna get shredded from my buzzsaws. I don't even think it lasts 5 seconds. It just gets buzzed. Then with Medusa going down, I'm feeling the need for damage. So I go to the pet store, grab the best magic pet I could think of, and then we go to Full Moon, which usually it's the hardest level in the game for me, but I'm doing 50 damage to things, so they go down in a couple hits, and I can easily make my way through the Full Moon. And now it's on to the ice lands, the ice tundra, if you will, with my icy butthole friends. And this probably was the hardest level of the run. It was quite long. There was a few instances where my health got really low, but I was able to save myself with a level up, so I got my full health back. It did happen a couple of times. But really when I needed to get health back, I got that level up really quickly after. So it wasn't so bad. A few close calls, though. And then we got the Ice King, who... he tries to cast his spell to, AoE the arena, and he just gets shredded. It is not fair. And the buzzsaws keep coming after I get frozen, so he dies. He's kaplooged. And then I get my kiss, and make my way onto the final boss rush of the game. I also thought that the minions had resistance to magic, but I guess because it's not elemental damage that the buzzsaw does, that it goes straight through that defense and does 58 damage to them. It's a little crazy. From now on the painter boss, so you could guess what I'm doing. I'm going to buzzsaw the fuck out of him. Wait for him to come down and just stack those buzzsaws up, and his health disappears. No challenge really whatsoever. Then we got the Cyclops again, who, you guessed it, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to sit in his face and buzzsaw him. I don't need potions. I'm going to kill him in seconds. So he makes his little dramatic entrance. He comes up, whacks me once, and I just buzzsaw. He's dead. That's as quick as it could be. Now we got the Necromancer, who was the hardest boss of this rush. Because he just spawns so many enemies, and he spawns big guys. It is quite the endurance. But I got quite a bit of health, quite a bit of defense, and quite a bit of magic damage. And this is also here where I realized that the buzzsaws come out behind me too. So if an enemy's standing behind me, they're getting hit with the buzzsaws. So that's even better for the buzzsaw guy. And then from here, it's just the Necromancer. Well, I'm running away and casting spells, and he can't do shit. I'm doing 72 damage to him, and his health's getting shredded, and he's gonna die. As easy as that. The hardest boss was the mountain of enemies. Now we got the final boss, who, I could say he was hard, but he was not. He did not have enough health to really do much to me. So I just cast Buzzsaws a few times, and he's dead. There's first phase gone, and then we got the second phase, where it should be, no, it's not. It's not even close. He usually transforms into the melee phase, but he didn't even get to it. Then we got Spider Guy, who I'm magic jumping, and then magicking downwards, and then he's dead. As easy as that. And then, guess how long this phase lasts for. Here, I'll let you guess. I didn't even see his health bar go down. It was just there, and then it was gone. And well, that's the run. If you enjoyed the stupidity of these runs, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. And of course, have a great day.